What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update. We have breaking news that the third stimulus check bill is now here. Literally just moments ago on my desk, right before filming, just came across, along with a lot of other scandalous things coming about the third stimulus check package. I'm going to give you all the details of it in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates on the third stimulus check package, which is now advancing and close to being passed. I'll give you all the details in this video. Also, hit the like button for us. It really helps out our channel. Okay, first up, U.S. House of Representatives Minority Whip Leader Steve Scalise from the Republicans in the House has just sent a memo to all Republicans in the U.S. House of Representatives to vote no on the third stimulus check package. But remember, Democrats can pass this without any Republican support, and that seems to be exactly what they're getting: no Republican support. As you can see from this memo from Steve Scalise, the Minority Whip team will be contacting your boss regarding Pelosi's payoff to Progressives Act, the reconciliation package. That's literally what the Republicans are calling it. They're calling it Pelosi's payoff to Progressives Act. Leadership recommends a no vote. Next week, the House is expected to consider the nearly $2 trillion package of progressive priorities Democrats have rushed to bring through the floor. Well, talk to my commenters and they'll tell you that it hasn't been rushed at all, but Republicans apparently have a completely different theory. The package will keep schools closed, bail out blue states, pay people not to work, and raise minimum wage to $15 an hour. Republicans insist that we must safely reopen schools, reopen the economy, speed up vaccine distribution, and effectively spend the remaining $1 trillion from the previous COVID packages. However, Democrats reject hundreds of Republican amendments, that is true, and any efforts to advance bipartisan solutions that are targeted, temporary, and tied to COVID relief. In fairness, the Republicans' package is only $600 billion, which is less than 1/3 of what President Biden wants. So I don't really think that they actually considered that that would be accepted, just for clarity there. It's clear Democrats have no interest in approaching COVID relief in a timely and targeted fashion and are instead using the reconciliation process to jam through their liberal wish agenda. And of course, this is completely from a Republican point of view. They talk about how it authorizes $130 billion for schools without any guarantee that they will open. Less than 9% of the $1.9 trillion package goes to combating COVID-19. They say it will kill 1.4 million jobs by raising the national minimum wage by 107% to $15 an hour, which happens by 2025. It includes $350 billion bailouts for blue states. I gotta be fair here. That's not clear. It's going to all 50 states. It's not just going to blue states. So I gotta call this one down the middle. It's not like it's going just to Democratic states. Let's be fair here. Includes a $400 a week federal unemployment boost through August, costing approximately $260 billion. They say illegal immigrants would be eligible for some benefits included in the package. It does look like that has been changed. I'm not going to argue with them about some benefits because I'm sure there's some benefits in there somewhere. But it does look like at this point, illegal immigrants are not going to receive the $1,400 checks. And yeah, I mean, you can see this. But basically, Republicans are fighting the third stimulus check package with every tooth and nail they possibly have. And it's likely we will not get a single Republican vote in this package from the House or the Senate, and yet they're still going to pass it. So just in all fairness and all clarity, that's it from a middle point of view. Republicans don't want to send another stimulus package, or if they do, it's very, very small, which is well beyond what President Biden would even consider going that low. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, because yeah. So yeah, Steve Scalise is calling this package the Pelosi's payoff to Progressives Act. But I mean, what about the millions and millions of people that are hurting right now and need money for food and rent? I mean, you don't care about them at all? You, I don't know, man. You tell me. Nancy Pelosi is not happy. She says, with millions of Americans unemployed and demanding relief to reopen schools and get people back to work, House Republican leadership is demanding its members vote against a bipartisan plan, she calls it, to help struggling Americans. In fairness, there's no bipartisanness to this plan at all, except coming from Republican mayors and governors. So there is support from Republican governors from certain states, but that's about as far as bipartisan goes. Nancy says that POTUS's plan to tackle the crisis is beat the virus, open schools, deliver immediate relief to working families, support communities struggling with economic fallout. Americans need help. House Republicans don't care. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, I think it's safe to say that that's true. If it's not true, let me know your thoughts in the comments because it definitely seems true. With that being said, just literally moments ago, before I started filming, my wife found, just released, the new bill. Now, what's strange about this here is that it's 591 pages stitched together by the House Budget Committee and would carry out Biden's proposals to provide money for the third stimulus check package. So this is very confusing because I have the bill here, but it's only 591 pages. And I have not had time to go through it yet because, well, it's 600 pages. But as you can see here, the bill or a bill or a portion of the bill has now been just released. You can literally see some of it here on the screen. So I don't really have details for you yet. Everything is expected of what we have in here besides maybe some unknown details. And as you can see, I mean, if you read this stuff, these bills are completely just legal jargon, the funnest read you would ever have, which I will be trying to read later after this you know after this filming. But basically we have the third stimulus check package bill, or part of it has just been released. The good news is that we're very close here. So the bill has been passed on the House subcommittee level. They have now agreed to it. They have now publicly released the bill. And Steny Hoyer, the House Majority Whip, says that they will be voting on this here as soon as possible. So we're getting very close to having the third stimulus check package passed in the House, which, remember, the Democrats are going to do completely on their own without any Republican support at all. And honestly, I think that this is going to probably be the way it is for the rest of the year, because Biden has already announced another stimulus package after this, the infrastructure package, the Build Back Better package, which it's a good, I get the comments. I see you guys saying, why are they working on the fourth package when they can't even pass the third package? And that's why I try to like make this as clear as possible for you guys. This can't just happen in one day. They have to make these bills and write these bills and then have them approved on the subcommittee level, and then they have to go to the Congressional Budget Office, which has to approve it, and then they go to a vote, and then it goes to the Senate. So I mean, we're most of the way through that. We're getting very close here. We're expecting a vote on in the U.S. House of Representatives, but all this stuff takes time. Oh, you can't just pass a bill in one day. Have a bill, pass it, vote it, write it, have it be accepted, have it go through the Senate parliamentarian, all these things. So believe it or not, and I'm not defending anybody in Congress, but they are working on this every day because I see the progress. I see what's going on. I see the subcommittees and stuff. So remember, all this stuff takes time. So it's a good thing now that they're working on the next stimulus package now, because, well, after they pass this third stimulus package, I'll probably be getting thousands of comments saying, why are they taking so long? Why can't they just pass it? People are hurting. And yeah, they are, but these things take time. So it's a good thing that they're already working on the next package now because, well, after they pass the third stimulus check package, people use that money for food and rent and housing and stuff. And then they're kind of like waiting on the next one. It'll be a good thing that they've already started to work on that in the background. Now, remember, Congress has hundreds and thousands of people, aides and writers and legislators that do this. It's not like Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell are the two people writing the bills. They don't write anything, so they're like the head figure pieces. They have, hundreds of aides that are writing these bills and, making sure that they're legal and that the Congressional Budget Office will pass it and that the parliamentarian will pass it and that it has to be correct to the law. And then they have to add up all these numbers that have to make sense and be correct. And if it's not correct, then they have to go back and redo it. So just keep that in mind. But it's a good thing that they're working on the third package now and the fourth package, and they're very close to voting on it. I also want to make something clear. The $15 an hour minimum wage is currently included in the third stimulus check package, which is very important because it may or may not pass with that. However, I have this other new article that says that President Biden privately told officials to prepare for the COVID relief bill without the $15 an hour minimum wage hike. So it looks like, and again, this is probably very smart on their part, that they might be preparing another version of the bill simply with the $15 an hour minimum wage taken out. I don't know how hard that would be because you could probably just delete that portion of the bill. I don't know how difficult that would be. It seems like it wouldn't be that difficult. You just go onto the computer and delete the $15 an hour minimum wage. But it does look like that the Democrats, just in case they can't get it passed with the $15 an hour minimum wage, that they are preparing to have the bill possibly passed without the $15 an hour minimum wage, which is good because obviously we don't want extra delays. Here is President Joe Biden on the third stimulus check package and the third stimulus checks.
So job number one of the American Rescue Plan is vaccines. Vaccines. The second, the American Rescue Plan is going to keep the commitment of $2,000. $600 has already gone out. $1,400 checks to people who need it. This is money directly in people's pockets. They need it. We need to target that money so folks making $300,000 don't get any windfall. But if you're a family that's a two-wage earner, each of the parents, one making 30 grand, one making 40 or 50, maybe that's a little more than, well, yeah, they need the money. And they're going to get it. And here's what I won't do. I'm not cutting the size of the checks. They're going to be $1,400, period. That's what the American people were promised. Very quickly, here's the rest of my plan. It has money for food and nutrition so that folks don't go hungry. I think our Republican friends are going to support that. It extends unemployment insurance, which is going to run out on March 13th of this year, to the end of September of this year, because we're still going to have high unemployment. It helps small businesses, thousands of whom have had to go out of business. It has money to help folks pay their health insurance. It has rental assistance to keep people in their homes rather than being thrown out on the street. It's got money to help us open our schools safely. It has money for child care, for paid leave. It gets needed resources of state and local governments to prevent layoffs of essential personnel, firefighters, nurses, folks who are school teachers, sanitation workers. It raises the minimum wage. It's big and it's bold, and it's a real answer to the crisis we're in. That's one more thing, and I want to say it very clearly on this, be very clear on this point. It's better economics. It not only addresses the immediate crisis we're in, it's better for the long-term economic health of our nation and our competitiveness. My plan creates more jobs, creates more economic growth, and does more to make us competitive with the rest of the world than any other plan.
So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates. We should have this being voted on very soon. Again, remember, new videos come out at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Easiest way is to subscribe down below, which is free, and then click the bell icon to all notifications. You'll get notifications for at least the first 3 videos of the day. You won't get it typically for the 11 p.m. video, which I will have an important 11 p.m. video for you guys tonight as we get more details of the bill. So make sure to tune in at 11 p.m. tonight, which is a few hours from now if you're watching when it's live, or 8 p.m. West Coast time, which is the same time. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9 to 5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.